Gentlemen, what's going on, man? This is 1247, the great one, man, coming back to you, man. It's a great day to be great, all that good stuff. Yeah. Hey, fellas, check this out, man. Something just came across my mind. And especially for you younger guys that's out here. Um, and the message is this. Never based, how I want to say, never based your reality, or never base your perception, never base your worth upon a female's insecurity. Your worth has nothing to do with her insecurity. Basically, that's what I'm saying. Your worth to the world, your worth to this existence and why you exist has nothing to do with what a female thinks about you, which includes your mama, your grandmama, your big cousins, your wife, your girlfriend, none of that. It doesn't matter what this female has to say about you, because your reality is not based upon what she thinks about you. That's what you gentlemen need to get in your head, especially you younger guys, especially you if you guys are coming from this from the single mother and things of that nature. Once again, her insecurities has nothing to do with your reality. And this is what a lot of guys struggle with. See, this is why a lot of guys out here doing the craziness, because they're trying to prove something to a broken female. This female is broken, and you're trying to suffice her. You're trying all your efforts trying to get her approval, and try to do this and try to do that, and bring more flowers. And if I do this more, if I do that more, then she's going to be satisfied. But as we all know, the more you keep doing, the more she's going to keep consuming. She's like a fire. She's just a forever consuming fire. She's there is no top or lid to a lot of these females, especially in the ADOS community. That she, once again, these women are never satisfied, and a lot of you guys are out here are doing your darndest trying to satisfy this woman. Well, if I do this, if I take it to the movies, I take it this, and I take her out to eat, if I do this, and if I do that, and if I do this, that, and the third, once again, you spent a lot of money, time, and energy trying to suffice this woman, and at the end of that, she's still not satisfied. Once again, fellas, that's not your issue to satisfy this female. It's not your job. It's not your issue. Once again, these women, a lot of these women, what they speak is insecurity. But the thing is it's just, you hear it so much, it's just like you just think it's regular. So once again, you base your reality off of what she's saying, off of her insecurity. There's something, she's already broken. Like I said, a lot of these ADOS women are broken. But instead of her trying to fix her brokenness, she tries to take her brokenness and try to break everything else, like a child. See what I'm saying? She takes her brokenness and she tries to put that on you. And this is what you fellas are gonna have to. You guys gotta separate. Once again, there are things that's like I said, yes, there are things that we can do for our women and things of that nature. I'm not saying don't do anything, but what I'm saying, for you guys, got to draw the line between what is her perception and what is reality. You guys cannot take the word of some broken female and take her word at face value, because more than half of what she's saying comes from her own insecurities. So speaking all this and that, and oh, you ain't doing enough, and you supposed to be doing blah 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 blah. Once again, fellas, that's based off her insecurity. It has nothing to do with you. So once again, you guys got to draw the line between what is real and what is in her head, because a lot of times what these women speak is not even things don't even exist. And a lot of these women be talking, you be like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? But once again, how is it that that you're the bad guy? You know what I'm saying? Because all this time, let's be honest, in so-called black community, the so-called American black man has been labeled a bad guy all these years, and it's been based off what? An opinion, because it's not based off facts, it's not based off numbers, it's based off your opinion of what of is a lot of these talking points and how the world sees the so-called American black man has been based off her perception, but her perception is not even reality. But a lot of, like I said, these women, a lot of these media run to these women and put the microphone in their face because they know they're going to talk a bunch of nonsense. And once again, you guys out here, you've heard nonsense for decades, and all of a sudden, you got to be this extra Superman and this. Fellas, man, stop all that. Stop all that. You gentlemen just need to be the best, the greatest version of yourself. The greatest version of yourself has nothing to do with these women's perception. I don't care what your listen. I don't care what your grandmama said to you when you were younger. I don't care what your big cousin. I don't care what your auntie. I don't care what your mama. I don't care what your sisters. I don't care what none of these females said to you, bro. Stop conforming to her effed up perception. It's not even her effed up perception of you. It's just her effed up perception altogether. Mass majority of these women in our community have really real jacked up perception on life itself. You can see it every single day in our so-called community. Once again, how is twerking normal? Once again, I've seen this girl, like I said, I was turning down one street. I've seen these two girls literally in the middle of the street just twerking. Like, who does that? I'm turning down the street to go where I was going down the street to do something, and I kid you not, these two babies weren't even maybe 16, 15, 14, and they're literally in the street, hands on the road, in the middle of the road, hands on the road, twerking. That goes to show you the jacked up, the messed up perception that these women think. How is twerking in the middle of a road? You're in public. You're just gonna twerk. I don't even know. I don't know you. I don't know you. You're two young ladies. There's no way you should be in the middle of a street twerking. But that's how jacked up the perception of a lot of these American black women are. To a point that you're going to be in the street, in the middle of a street twerking for somebody that you don't even know. For a grown man. You could be my daughters, but once again, you in the middle of a street twerking for what? Because you were told by these a bunch of broken women that, hey, you can just do what you want to do. And that's what's happening in so-called black community, where you got a bunch of broken women that have not taken the time nor the effort to fix themselves, get some type of counseling, get some type of support system to better themselves. But no, they take the brokenness and they speak that brokenness to you, and all of a sudden their brokenness is going to make you broken. And that's what these women keep doing, broke after broke after broke after broke. These women get happy when they break stuff up, when stuff is dysfunctional. These women, this what brings these women joy. Just keep breaking and breaking and breaking and breaking. No solidarity, no coming together, no fixing stuff. Just keep break. And once again, a lot of you guys coming from these situations, and you coming from, like I said, even your own mother was broken, and she spoke the brokenness over you day after day after day after day after day. Like, what is it within these women that just want to see stuff broken, man? This is really psychotic, man. This is on some other stuff, man. Like, what is in you that, like, I mean, it's like women get joy when things get dysfunctional. I've seen women actually get happy when things don't go right. Like you like, you know what I'm saying? Even dealing with my ex-wife, bro, the house can be peaceful all day long. This female don't step in the house for 30 seconds, and all of a sudden, like, yo, what the? Are you serious right now? And this is what I'm saying, fellas, man. Broken, like, listen, fellas, I get it. I get it. You come from, a lot of you guys come from single mothers. But listen, man, you ain't got to deal with dysfunction. But you ain't got to deal with dysfunction. Her perception don't mean nothing to you. It don't. You a man of purpose. Once again, man. Like I said, you were in that situation. I don't know why you were in that. You were born into that. You were birthed into that situation. I don't know. But once again, persevere, man. Be a phoenix rising. Rise from that situation and be the man that you want to be. But once again, do not allow these women. Do not allow these women and their perception to shape your reality. Do not allow a broken female to shape your reality. Don't do that. Like I said, I'm not blaming the women for what they've been through and the things they've gone through. I'm not blaming, I'm not pointing the finger. But what I'm saying to you fellas is, once again, their perception of life itself has nothing to do with you. You are not here to try like this. You do not exist to try to conform to her. Because I'm telling you right now, you know what I'm saying, even myself included, first getting married, I was trying to conform to this and do this and do that and do this and do that. If I do this more, if I do that more, if I do more of this, if I do more of that, if I take down my phone and if I don't go as much, if I stop working out, if I stop doing this, if I stop, bro, fellas, don't be like me years ago. Because I found out quickly that, listen, the more I do, the more basically she don't give a damn. So I'm like, you know what? I pulled, me personally, I pulled up chalks, man. I stopped. I put the brakes to everything. All this and that and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, bro, I work hard, man. Like I said, I don't have a 9-to-5 job. I have businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm about to be 100% disabled. Like I said, I'm trying to make things easier for myself. I don't have to sit at somebody's job and the supervisor. Once again, I'm trying to. This is what I think real men should do. Once again, find a niche. If you want it, you got a 9-to-5 job, cool. Get the 9-to-5 job, do what you need to do, but also work at what you're passionate at. And so what you're passionate at is making more money. It's making more money than your 9-to-5. Once again, it takes more time and things of that nature. But once again, fellas, all I'm saying to do this, man. Your worth, like I said, your worth has nothing to do with dollar signs. And that's another thing. That's another lie that a lot of these women say to a lot of our brothers, that you got to make a certain amount of money to be valuable in her eyes. Once again, I'm out here creating, I'm out here volunteering, I'm out here doing this, that, and the third. It doesn't matter, because I need for you to be at this level monetarily for me to get respect from you. Fellas, come on, man. This is crazy. So you got to be at this level. You got to be making this type of money for her to respect you. But at the same time, if you make this amount of money, there's a high probability or possibility that she could turn around and take you to court. So all that money you made is basically going to go in her pocket anyways. And this is what the numbers are showing. I mean, come on now. We got over 77% divorce rate in the so-called black community. So once again, all that money you made, think about it. All that money you made, you went out there, you busted your behind, you got the degrees and certifications, and you know what I'm saying, just to get to where she wanted you to be. You did all that work to get to where she wanted you to be. So now you got there. Now all of a sudden, now she turned around and say, you know what, I'm just not feeling this no more. Let's get a divorce. So now you looking like Boo Boo the Fool. So you did all that work to get to this level. You finally got to where she wanted you to be. Then all of a sudden, you know what? I'm just not feeling it no more. Let's go ahead and get divorced. And now all that hard work for you to get to this certain level, that's all about to be nullified. That's all. You about to go right back to where you was. Because we sat here and we listened to a broken woman with her broken mentality, with her broken thoughts, with her broken attitude. You trying to fill a it's like taking a bucket of water and trying to fill a bottomless well. A lot of these women are just bottomless wells, man. You're not going to fill her up with anything, man. That's what I'm saying, fellas. Stop allowing these women's perceptions. Stop allowing these women's words and their effed up ideologies put you in a bind. You know what I'm saying? What TLC said, don't go chasing waterfalls. A lot of these women are so broken. You know what I'm saying? They speak the broken. They act broken. They speak this to you, and you guys out here chasing at the waterfalls, man. It's fellas, don't do it, man. Like I said again, her perception of you is not your reality. You are whoever you think and whoever you want to be. My perception is not based off what my mama and sister and ex-wife and this lady over here, that lady over here, and what I need to do. I need to have this education, and I need to be over here for us to, to get respect from for the so-called black woman. Who cares, bro? Are you serious right now? So are we that materialistic in life that we have to, our worth is based on what we have? Once again, Martin Luther King was not a millionaire. That's the last time I checked. Last time I checked, Martin Luther King was not a millionaire. But once again, this man has made an impact on not only the United States, but the whole planet. Everybody knows who Martin Luther King is. And the thing is, millionaires die every single day, fellas. I'll say this again. Millionaires die every single day and don't nobody know them. Your next door neighbor could be a millionaire, but he or she has not made no impact on nobody. And they're going to die tomorrow and ain't nobody going to care. So once again, fellas, it's not about what you have, because that's just a woman thing. Women are the consumers. They, the shoes and the clothes and all this. Once again, that's their mindset, especially within the American black community. Not yours. You're here to make an impact. Now, once again, I don't know like I said, I don't care how much money you have, once again, but you are here to make an impact. You are here to use your mind and whatever resources you have to impact people to be better. You're supposed to raise the frequency of the planet Earth, basically. This is why I love brothers when they create, man. They just sitting there, young brothers out here creating new music, young brothers out here creating new art, new, new songs and a lot of different things, a lot of different platforms. I see a lot of young brothers out here creating. But once again, if these so-called, a lot of these women cared about you, then once again, why is Lil Uzi Vert the millionaire and you're not? Why is Lil Uzi Vert and baby, all these, they got 15 babies out here. Once again, why are they millionaires? But once again, you're creating original music. You're creating. You're not doing the cookie cutter stuff. You're creating your own reality. You're creating your own legacy. You're creating your own shoes. Like I said, I got brothers out here that's creating their own sneakers, man. I got brothers out here, like I said, even myself, creating my own clothing line. There's brothers out here that's inventing got new apps, got new brothers in STEM. You got brothers out here doing a lot of different things. But why is it that the debauchery, the mediocrity is glorified in the American black community? Somebody gets shot, that's glorified. Somebody gets killed, that's glorified. Once again, I just heard, I don't know, some post on Twitter that female talking about listen, if you don't at least have 2 or 3 bodies, if you ain't at least killed when she said 2 or 3 bodies, that means if you ain't at least killed 2 or 3 people, that she's not talking to you. Like, who says these things, man? Like I said, broken people say this nonsense. Why would you tell a man that you need to to get my attention? There needs to be some type of sacrifice? So once again, are so-called American black men telling black women that, listen, sweetheart, you need to have slit 3 females' throats to get my number? Because that wouldn't be right. Ooh, you shouldn't say that. And, I'm going to call the police and FBI once again. But once again, a female can sit there and have the audacity to tell you that if you haven't caught at least 2 or 3 bodies, that you can't even have my number. Fellas, and we're listening to this. But what you're doing, what you're creating, You know what I'm saying? Even me creating comic books, that's corny though, right? So me creating comics, me creating motivation, me creating a clothing line, me possibly you know what I'm saying, trying to out here trying to survey land and see if I can maybe start my own community somewhere. That's corny. But Ray out here catching body after body, that's cool though. That's King Kong though, right? And this is and moving forward, this is who we're gonna build with though, right? So females who think you're not a man because you ain't caught a body. Once again, she ain't caught nobody ever. She ain't never shot nobody. Once again, I see these females got guns, but you ain't never shot at nobody, female. What are you talking about? You know what that even looks like? How does a person look when they get shot? What's the facial expressions? Like, I mean, come on, man. Like, I've been in the military. Like, that's not something that you glorify. Catching a body. Once again, I've been to war. You think catching a body that's cool? They got brothers out here that's been diagnosed with PTSD that's seen all types of craziness out here. And you think, and this female just gonna sit up there and say, if you ain't catch 2 or 3 bodies, you can't even talk to me. Like you see the dysfunction? But once again, we're supposed to internalize what they say and develop our lives based off that nonsense. Yes, yeah, you're right. And a lot of these young brothers go out here and they out here shooting and killing, doing all types of stuff just to get Big Booty Keisha number. What are we talking about right now, fellas? You know what I'm saying? That's like the knockout game. Oh, yo, go punch him. Oh, go punch her. Like mindless zombies. Once again, bro, like I said, why are we allowing a lot of these broken women and their broken perception on life itself to dictate who and what we can be? But you're corny though, because you play video games and you draw and you do sketches and you're writing poetry. You're not a real man. You're not a real man because you're writing poetry. You're out here. You're choreographing. You know, you like dancing. You're choreographing dances. You know, you might be on a ballet or Broadway or whatever. You like singing. You like performing. You like I mean, there's so many things. I mean, you like, hey, you know, like I used to do back in the day. I used to model. You like modeling. Oh, you're not a man because you model. You out there walking around butt naked for men and all this bunch of nonsense, fellas. But once again, we're going to internalize what they say and we're going to create the reality that they want. So once again, like I say it all the time, fellas, if you sit back and just listen to what these women have to say, fellas, we'd be a bunch of cavemen. We'd be a bunch of cavemen, bruh. Young brothers, we be a bunch of cavemen going around here like it's the wild, wild west and just be blowing each other's brains out. No creativity, just get you a gun and shoot the next brother that has the same hue of flesh that you do. But that's okay because, you know, if you want to get my number, you know, it's like some freaking alien. Like you know what I'm saying? Like some alien, you know, say like the movie Aliens. Got the freaking hive. You got the freaking hive. And once again, you just out here just killing each other just to be killing each other. You know what? If you want to grab my titty, you better kill him. Okay. Listen, if you want to get some tonight, you got to blow his brains out. Okay. Fellas, this is what it's getting to within the so-called American black community. I'm not exaggerating. I'm being honest, man. Listen, if you don't give me, like I said, I just seen one brother talking about some old girl. She wanted $300 for him to see his son. So once again, if he just paid his bills, once again, he broke her off, whatever he's supposed to break her off. He got to pay his bills. He want to see his son on a particular day. Like I said, you guys need to go watch like one, I don't know how his brother, probably 25, real young brother. Once again, this young brother wants to go see his son. This female told him on the phone that, listen, if you want to see your son, you got to give me $300. You first he said $1,000. First the female said $1,000. You got $1,000? He was like, man, I ain't got $1,000, man. I just had to pay bills. Well, you at least got $300 because I got to take care of him and pay bills. Well, okay, cool. So if I give you $300, how long can I get him for? Oh, just for an hour. Fellas, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Once again, these fellas, these older gentlemen talking about some forgive and come together. Nah, man, don't listen. You can forgive and you keep it moving. Once again, it's listen. You can forgive somebody and keep it moving. You ain't got to forgive and keep them and have them keep abusing you. And this is what's going on in the black community. Once again, these brothers are out here getting abused big time, but nobody wants to talk about it because we talk about it. You're not a man. You're not a real nigga. Real niggas don't talk. Real niggas don't have feelings. Real niggas don't have sensitivity. Real niggas, you supposed to King Kong. See what I'm saying, fellas? You supposed to be some type of mindless robot just blowing the brains out the next man that look like you, but that's okay. All right. Anyways, man, I don't want to keep talking. But like I said, fellas, point period, whatever. The perception of these broken women are not your reality. Period. You guys like, share, and subscribe. Peace.